While this month has been pretty dry so far, rain in the forecast is what Blake said earlier.
Yeah, researchers at Central Michigan University were in Grand Rapids today installing river gauges in tributaries of the Grand River.
Their goal is to use this data for computer models to find ways to mitigate flooding in the future. Meteorologist Colton Woods has that story.
While most rivers and creeks are low right now, flood prevention is always a priority. CMU researchers are in the Grand Rapids region to learn how to mitigate flooding in the future.
iFlood is a participatory science tool that allows anybody with a phone that has a camera to tell the people around them and this project that flooding is happening. So you can use the iFlood tool by using the QR code that takes you to the iFlood app or the iFlood website, and you can file a report when you see flooding happening.
Anyone can report to the iFlood system.
We are particularly interested in folks who want to give us regular recurring reports at the same location. So we have an adopt a gauge program or an adopt a location program, because we get better information if we get repeated observations at the same location.
The data collected from flood reports goes into computer modeling to better predict flooding events in the future.
The models that we have are only going to be as good as the data that we can provide to them, which is why it's so important to have these reports around a watershed, because it can tell us when our model predicts that at this river stage, these areas are having issues along the tributaries of the creeks.
Knowing what areas typically flood and how much rain is needed to create such flood is vital to mitigate flooding within Grand Rapids.
It doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to be able to prevent every single event, but we can plan for them. We can potentially think about activities that can mitigate some of the impacts of them, and then we can prepare for them in a way that allows us to think about where we build, what we build, how we interact with our watersheds and our creeks and our stormwater infrastructure in a way that's sustainable in the future.
If you want to be a part of this project, we'll have a link on our website. Reporting in Grand Rapids, I'm meteorologist Colton Woods, 13 on your side.